Most of us have been taught for years that pasta is a refined carbohydrate that we should only eat in extreme moderation. We are told that it spikes our blood sugar, loads us with empty calories, and contributes to weight gain. But what if the problem is not the pasta itself, but rather how quickly we eat it after it is cooked? There's a growing body of scientific research suggesting that a simple change in temperature can actually transform the biological structure of your dinner. If you have been throwing away your leftovers or avoiding pasta altogether because of health concerns, you are missing out on one of the most effective nutritional hacks available today. Scientists and dietitians are now revealing that cooling your pasta down before eating it can unlock a wide range of benefits for your gut, your heart, and even your metabolic health. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of resistant starch and exploring why your leftover pasta might actually be a much better choice for your body than a fresh steaming bowl. This is not just about convenience or saving money. It is about a complex chemical process that happens inside the grain once it leaves the stove. To understand why this works, we first need to look at how our bodies usually process starch. Samantha Peterson, a registered dietitian and founder of Simply Wellness, explains that starches are a type of carbohydrate found in everything from potatoes and rice to beans and pasta. Generally, our small intestine breaks these starches down into glucose, which the body then uses as an immediate source of energy. This is where the typical blood sugar spike comes from after a heavy carb meal. However, things change dramatically when we talk about resistant starch. As the name suggests, this type of starch resists digestion in the small intestine. Instead of being converted into glucose and entering your bloodstream immediately, it travels all the way to the large intestine. Once it reaches the large intestine, it begins to act more like a prebiotic fiber. This shift is where the real magic happens for your overall health. While regular starch is essentially fuel for you, resistant starch is fuel for your gut bacteria. This minor difference in where the starch is processed in your body determines whether the meal causes an energy crash or supports your long-term wellness. So how exactly does a normal noodle turn into this gut-healthy version? Expert KT Hadley, a functional medicine dietitian, explains that the secret lies in a process called retrogradation. When you cook pasta, the heat causes the starch molecules to swell and become very easy to digest. But when you take that pasta and let it cool down in the refrigerator, the starch molecules firm up and create tighter, more complex structures. These structures are much harder for your digestive enzymes to break down. By simply cooling the food, you have physically altered its chemistry. This hack turns a simple carbohydrate into a source of resistant starch that your body treats more like a high-fiber vegetable than a refined grain. One of the most significant benefits of eating your pasta this way is the incredible support it provides for your gut health. We are constantly hearing about the importance of the microbiome, but many people struggle to feed the beneficial bacteria they already have. Hadley points out that resistant starch can significantly increase the beneficial bacteria in your microbiome. This leads to better bowel movements and a much healthier overall gut environment. This process also helps your body produce something called butyrate. Butyrate is a short-chain fatty acid that is essential for keeping your colon and digestive tract healthy over the long term. By choosing leftover pasta over fresh pasta, you are essentially providing a gourmet meal for the bacteria that keep your immune system strong. The benefits do not stop at your gut. One of the biggest challenges with eating high-carb meals is the impact on blood sugar. When you eat fresh hot pasta, your blood sugar can rise quite rapidly, leading to an energy spike followed by an inevitable crash. Samantha Peterson explains that because resistant starch is digested more slowly, it causes your blood sugar to rise much more gradually. This creates a more stable release of energy that lasts for hours. While resistant starch does not completely cancel out the calories from the carbs, it makes the entire meal much more blood sugar friendly. This effect is even stronger if you pair your leftover pasta with a source of healthy protein and fats, creating a balanced metabolic response that keeps you feeling energized instead of sluggish. If you are someone who struggles with constant cravings or feeling hungry shortly after a meal, this pasta hack might be exactly what you need. Because resistant starch behaves so much like fiber, it helps you feel much fuller for longer. It provides a level of satiety that fresh pasta simply cannot match. You might notice that after eating cold or reheated leftover pasta, you have fewer cravings between meals and a greater sense of satisfaction. This is a game changer for anyone trying to manage their weight or improve their relationship with food without feeling restricted or deprived of their favorite comfort dishes. Furthermore, there is compelling evidence that consistently eating resistant starch can improve your long-term metabolic health. Peterson notes that some research suggests this type of starch can actually support insulin sensitivity. In a world where metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes are becoming increasingly common, finding easy ways to improve how our bodies handle insulin is vital. By incorporating cooled pasta and other resistant starches into a fiber-rich eating pattern, you are protecting your metabolic systems from the damage caused by frequent blood sugar spikes. Finally, we have to talk about heart health. It might seem strange to think that old pasta could help your heart, but the connection is very real. Much like traditional fiber, regularly consuming resistant starch over time can help lower your LDL cholesterol and your triglycerides. Katie Hadley explains that by lowering these markers, you are effectively reducing your overall risk of developing heart disease. It is a simple dietary adjustment that pays massive dividends for your cardiovascular system. Throughout this process, it is important to remember that no single food should be demonized. Pasta has always been a staple of many healthy diets, but understanding the science of resistant starch allows you to look at your pantry with a completely different perspective. You no longer have to view pasta as a nutritional villain. Instead, you can see it as a versatile tool for your health that just requires a little bit of patience. By planning your meals ahead of time and intentionally cooking your pasta a day in advance, you are giving it the time it needs to transform through retrogradation. This easy habit optimizes your nutrition without requiring you to give up the foods you love. It turns your leftovers into a functional food that supports every major system in your body, from your digestive tract to your heart. Whether you are a fitness enthusiast looking for stable energy or someone just trying to improve their gut health, the secret is waiting for you in your refrigerator. If you want to keep learning about these hidden nutritional hacks and stay updated on the latest expert advice to improve your life, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are here to help you unlock the full potential of your diet by looking at the science behind every meal. Hit that subscribe button and join our community so you can stay informed on how to eat better, live longer, and feel your best every single day.